Kim Ash is drawn alongside her. They're away now. She just went down on her nose a little at the start there, Ducks of the Class, but she has recovered quickly. Kim Ash alongside her jumped well, and Vel Gardena got out fast. Blues Madam shows some pace with Osprey Ridge down on the inside, getting away quickly. Rhythm and Light has dropped out to be amongst the tail enders down that side, and Gold Lottie had jumped into stride well. They come along now near the 900 metres, and Blues Madam might just have a narrow lead. Vel Gardena is on her outside. Kim Ash is a little wider out third. Gold Lottie behind them with Osprey Ridge between horses. The Ducks of the Class has drifted back to be second last, and Rhythm and Light whipped the field in, but there's not too much distance between first and last. As they went by the 600 metres, Vel Gardena over on the outside, and Blues Madam hugging the rail, the 2 leaders. Just behind them, Kim Ash. Gold Lottie is on the fence in the white colours. Osprey Ridge hard ridden. Ducks of the Class is next on the outside, but only 4 off the leader, and Rhythm and Light is last by the 300 metres, and Vel Gardena moved up now. Blues Madam trying to kick back. Gold Lottie is about to get off their heels. Oh, she's run into their backsides again though, and is pocketed here. Vel Gardena's taken the lead. Ducks of the Class can't win. Vel Gardena's in front though. Osprey Ridge trying to get there with Gold Lottie, but Vel Gardena wins it by about a length to Osprey Ridge. Third over the line, Gold Lottie never got clear. Would have been right in the finish otherwise. Blues Madam next, and in behind those to finish was at the head of the others, Rhythm and Light. Ducks of the Class didn't come on after that knuckle at the start, and Kim Ash drops out to be last of all. Well, the winner is Vel Gardena, but there was certainly a hard luck story in the race. Time 1:11.9. Vel Gardena getting home over Osprey Ridge and Gold Lottie. Time 1:11.9. I'm pretty sure if Gold Lottie had have got a run through at any stage, all in. Rulable fave 3 from the outside, and she jumped away okay. Light Start got out all right, quietly adamant, looking for the lead in the early part. Shanassi's going with her through the first 100 metres or so. A Scarlet Lady and Sweet Lady Bird is showing some pace today over on the inside. Whoopee Ride trapped a little bit wide. Couple of lengths away to Rulable. Light Start drifting back to third last. Second last is Kudametra, and by the 1400, Vital Maid had dropped out last of all. Shanassi wanted the front, found it by a half to Whoopee Ride, who's over racing a touch in second placing. Quietly Adamant gets the trail behind the leader. The pace is very generous. 2 or 3 a Scarlet Lady, Sweet Lady Bird on the inside. 2.5 Rulable, followed by Light Start, a length and a half to Kudametra, and at the 1,000 metres, Vital Maid last of all. 10 lengths covered them. Shanassi 3/4 clear. Whoop It Up is riding in second placing. Whoopee Ride a length and a half away, then Quietly Adamant third. A Scarlet Lady gets a good trail fourth, the outside behind Whoopee Ride. 2 lengths behind these then is Sweet Lady Bird, followed by Rulable about the middle of the field on the outside, within 4 or 5 of the leader coming for home. And then came Light Start, Kudametra, and Vital Maid last at the 600 metres. And it's Shanassi on the inside, Whoopee Ride on the outer. A Scarlet Lady eases out after having a good run to make her challenge. Quietly Adamant right behind them in the dark green colours, and Rulable is now coming with her run on the outside, with Kudametra the widest runner at the 300, and Shanassi the inside, and Whoopee Ride they've kicked away here on Quietly Adamant and Rulable on the outside. But Shanassi's going okay at the 200, has Whoopee Ride's measure. Quietly Adamant's carpeting after Shanassi, and Rulable's run has come to an end, but it's Shanassi clear with 100 metres to go. Quietly Adamant lifting the last bit. Shanassi getting tied. Quietly Adamant's lunging at her on the line. This is pretty close. Quietly Adamant's taken a dive at Shanassi. There's little between them. 4 lengths to Whoopee Ride, and then Rulable. Light Start, Kudametra. Vital Maid followed in by Sweet Lady Bird and a Scarlet Lady last of all. It's a photo. There's very, very little in this. Shanassi looked home with 100 to go, but she started to tie noticeably, and Quietly Adamant has lifted, and she's got there, number 3. (2,000 metres off). Cyrinel dawdled out of the gates. Indian Ridge was the first to bound out, looking for the front early. He'll have some competition though. Let's Adjourn is driving up underneath him. Huel Legend is prominent. Malfunction just off them, a half length from the leader. Oregon Rose the outside, then Tansman, who's drifted back now to third from last. And they're trailed by Simply True, who's back last of all in company with Cyrinel. Past the 1,700, Let's Adjourn is finding the front now. Over Oregon Rose, booting up in a second. In behind them is Huel Legend on the inside of Indian Ridge, fourth on the outside. A length and a half behind them, Malfunction in 5th placing, and they're followed by Cyrenel Tansman and Simply True 2 lengths away. By the 1400 metres, and Let's Adjourn the leader. A neck clear to the mare Oregon Rose. 2 Indian Ridge gets good cover. Nicely placed third on the outside of Hugh Legend. A break of about 3 lengths behind these, then to Malfunction, Cyrenel, 2 lengths to Tansman, and last of all is Simply True. 1100 metres to go. Let's Adjourn for Beedman by 3/4. Oregon Rose is second, a length and a half. Hugh Legend, Indian Ridge fourth, the outside. No excuses for him, 1,000 to go. 2 lengths to Malfunction, following the favourite outside, Cyrenel, and Simply True next to last on the inside of Tansman. Let's Adjourn took them down the side near the 800. Given a breather mid-race, about a half length clear to Oregon Rose. Hugh Legend on the inside. Indian Ridge on the outside and the all orange. 2 lengths to Malfunction, followed by Cyrenel Tansman, and Simply True will need a burst from last. They have slowed the tempo considerably, and coming to the 600 metres, Let's Adjourn has been headed by Oregon Rose, who's going for home. Around the turn, Indian Ridge comes after her. Malfunction eases to the outside. Tansman follows it home in the yellow colours as they swing the corner at the 400 metres. Oregon Rose with Indian Ridge and Malfunction coming after them. Then came on the outside Tansman, finishing fairly well at the 200 metre mark though, and Indian Ridge had moved up to Oregon Rose. Tansman on the outside is coming at them. Malfunction can't go on. Tansman after Indian Ridge and Oregon Rose with 100 to go. Tansman's taken the lead. Simply True charging from last, but Tansman is holding on to the lead, and Tansman gets in by 3/4. Simply True, I think, has got up and grabbed second from Indian Ridge. Then Malfunction, Cyrenel, Oregon Rose, Hugh Legend, and Let's Adjourn has finished about 50 metres behind them. Set and away. Slide away, jumped away okay. Bold Impulse missed it by 2. Nothing But Gold first out, but Shawnee Chief is moving up on his outside. So is Honourable Mention on the outside, getting into 3rd placing, and Belshire has moved up to 4th as Shawnee Chief found the lead. Next, El Conde Passer on the outside of Gold Guru. 2 lengths to Bellow Signor. Slide away's got a fair way back over on the rails as they settle down. Behind him is Running On the outside, and 2 to Bold Impulse at the 1200. And the bolter, Belshire, has worked to the lead by 2, Shawnee Chief. Honourable Mention on the outside. A couple of lengths to Nothing But Gold on the inside of El Conde Passer. A length further back is Gold Guru, and then came Bellow Signor. A neck to Slide Away wanting to pull a bit, followed then by Running On, and Bold Impulse as last as they came down the side to the 800. And Belshire the leader, a length and a quarter. Honourable Mention. Shawnee Chief third on the rail from El Conde Passer. Bellow Signor taking closer order, wide out on the course from Nothing But Gold, and then Gold Guru within about 4 lengths of the leader in a bunch field coming for home, followed by Running On. Slide Away one of the last down near the inside as they corner, and Bold Impulse wide as they swing into the straight. Honourable Mention well away from the rail, went to the lead. Bellow Signor quickly challenging. They've kicked away at the 400, a couple to Shawnee Chief. Belshire battling away on the inside. Gold Guru pulled out wide for his run at the 300. Honourable Mention and Bellow Signor, who's laying in badly, but he's just put the nose in front. Gold Guru 2 lengths behind. He's winding up the old boy. Here's Gold Guru with 100 to go. He's swapping Bellow Signor and Honourable Mention, and Gold Guru arrests a long way out of the winner's circle to come back and score by a length. Gold Guru from Bellow Signor, Honourable Mention third. Then came Nothing But Gold, Slide Away, Shawnee Chief and Bold Impulse, and El Conde Passer towards the tail in company with Belshire and Running On. Steel City now making a better line. Zara stood okay. Ready for the lightning, they're away. St Petersburg batted out fast on the inside from Normal Practice Sports. Nantien got out fast. Over on the other side, and Zariz began quickly. Black Bean is snagging over their heels early. Away quickly is Secret Remedy, but St Petersburg at the 800 metres has sufficient pace to lead the lightning field from Nantien and Sports up between them. Then came Secret Remedy. French Braids not far away from them, nor Bomber Bill down on the inside, followed by Mannington in the middle of the field. Zariz next, followed by Steel City. Normal Normal Practice a good way back over on the inside from Easy Rocking and Blackbean at the 400. Sports just in front from Nanty in the outside and St Petersburg. French Braids right behind them with Secret Remedy hard ridden. Zerez and Mannington's trying to get into the clear. She's blocked away. Easy Rocking coming down the outside inside the 200. Sports in front of Nanty and St Petersburg and then Mannington. It's Sports in front at the 100 metres. He's a length in front. Blackbean and Easy Rocking are swallowing him up out wide, but Sports in front and Sports has won it nearly a length. Blackbean and Easy Rocking. St Petersburg close up from Nanty and Mannington. Then Bomber Bill, Zariz and Steel City behind these for French Braids, and then came Secret Remedy and Normal Practice. They set the favourite drawn one. Charlie Chops her away. Jumped reasonably well down there from Zarevic. Ulrico began very fast. So did Kentucky Hilda. Spying's dropping out in the early part of the race, and Radiant Sword is showing some speed out wide as they settle down towards the 1,000-metre mark now. And Kentucky Hilda in the middle with the orange sleeves. A narrow leader from Radiant Sword. Just behind them Ulrico and Grey Regent the outside from Charlie Chops, buried away on the rail. Next is Zarevic, followed by Royal Caliph, and Spying as last. Radiant Sword went to the lead near the 700 metres now, and it's Radiant Sword by a little over a length. Kentucky Hilda is second. Ulrico is moving up in the red cap to third. Grey Regent it's outside. Charlie Chops is down on the rail. Royal Caliph is showing a bit of toe. Zarevic is next and Spying is last as they go by the 400 metre mark, and Radiant Sword's been collared here by Ulrico in the middle. Wider out Grey Regent. Royal Caliph running a huge race on the outside, and Charlie Chops can't get a crack at them here. Spying let loose though. Spying on the outside. Race to Royal Caliph. Ulrico. Charlie Chops now in the clear from Zarevic. Spying in front at the 100. Charlie Chops trying to lift. Spying's about a half in front. Spying holding on, and Spying's won it from Charlie Chops. Just got held up a little too far. Royal Caliph's run a monster third. Then Zarevic, and back behind these were Kentucky Hilda, Ulrico. Radiant Sword found nothing, and Grey Regent last of all. In 1:9.1. It's been a bit of a gallop. Spying the winner, number 2. Ridden by Vincent Hall, came from last and has won the race very well. About $3.40, $1.70 on Super Tab, beating Charlie Chops $1.50 and Royal Caliph at $6.20. Time 1:9.1. Numbers are 2, 6 and 1 official. He's always pulled a good race out fresh, this horse Spying. In fact, his last 3 first up runs I think have produced seconds, and with the blinkers off and the claim for Vincent Hall able to find his legs in the early stages, he actually came from last. Charlie Chops was the unlucky runner in the race. Purple and orange cap there. He's clear at this point. He just had a little trouble getting through just before this though, and he really has made up a lot of ground in the last 100 metres, and he's only gone under about a neck I suppose on the line. Royal Caliph, first up since the eclipse back in the spring. He was showing a lot of speed to sit up there with them, and to be beaten about 2.5 lengths in that sort of time, he might just have a very, very nice autumn carnival, because although he's an 8-year-old, to be sprinting like that fresh, great performance. Starter still on the platform, lights still flashing. Now they're away, and he's missed the start. Niavnek, one of the first out was Starbucks, looking for the lead, and Crop was away fast from his outside barrier. Going forward, 2 Costas off to settle up in third placing inside of those 2 leaders, followed by Adolescence. Then Desert Eagle settling down about 5th. Wonder Lord Dane. A length further back is Scalado and Tourless, and 1 Paradiddle. About a length and a half further back is Springsteen on the inside of Burley, and then Niavnek. Major Breakthrough. Inspire well back from Royale, Exit and Zasmine. They've gone quickly, and the leader is Starbucks, narrowly in front of Crop. A length and a half or 2 away to Costas off. Adolescence showing good toe is 4th the rail. Scalado right behind him is 5th from Desert Eagle. Springsteen getting through on the inside, and then Lord Dane, Tourless and Paradiddle. Burley worse in midfield on the rail, followed by Niavnek and Major Breakthrough. Inspire third to last as they cornered from Royale, Exit and Zasmine. Starbucks led around the home turn from Crop, and Adolescence right in behind them, and then Costas off. Wider out is Scalado. He's poised to make his run now. He's coming, and Desert Eagle is coming with him with Lord Dane wider out, and Burley getting a run through. Crop has moved up up to Starbucks with 250 to go. Costa's off is coming with Scalado now. Crops the leader. Costa's off and Scalado are closing. Scalado on the outside, moving up with 100 to go. Costa's off is going with him in the middle. Costa's off is finishing it a little better. And Costa's off is won it by a head. Scalado. Crop held third from Burley. And then Desert Eagle and Lord Dane from Adolescence. Next was Tourless. Then Springsteen and Royale Exit, followed by Starbucks. Niavnik was next, and they were trailed then by Inspire. Well back in this field is Paradiddle. Towards the end is Zasmin, and Major Breakthrough last of all. It's been promising to do something like that for a while. Number 14, Costa's off. Judge has called for a photo. He settled down to a great struggle with Scalado over the final 200. And he's won the race and won it very, very well. Number 14, Costa's off. Vincent Hall. It's a treble for Vincent today. First time he's done that in town. Second, Scalado. And third official goes to Crop. It's 14-1 and 16. 14-1 and 16. Fourth in it was Burley, and fifth home, Desert Eagle. And the time there, 122.3. Well, the tongue ties obviously made all the difference there. He's fought them off tenaciously. Now the starter addresses the field, and they're off at the 1400 metres, and the baggy green flew out of the barriers again and found the lead comfortably over Ponton Flyer, who jumped well, will settle down in second placing, although there's Lan Kwai Fong going up now with Deltrice on the outside, so Ponton Flyer third or fourth the rail. Flying Spices between horses not far off, 2 or 3 lengths to Dan Defy, who's outside Oh Blue Angel, about 3 lengths behind these to Suba, and then came Dashing Granada, and last of all is Sophie's Rule. 900 metres to go, and the baggy green by a length and a half. Lan Kwai Fong showing up second. Ponton Flyer third on the rail from Deltrice the outside. Flying Spices fifth. 2 lengths Dan Defy, Oh Blue Angel on the rails. 2 or 3 lengths to Suba, and they're followed by Dashing Granada and Sophie's Rule on the outside. At the turn at the 600, the baggy green is going to swing the corner. About 3/4 clear from Lan Kwai Fong, and Deltrice wider out. Ponton Flyer right behind the leader. She's had a cosy run, needs a little bit of luck now. Then Flying Spice, Oh Blue Angel and Dan Defy coming with her run on the outside. 350 to go. The baggy green from Lan Kwai Fong. Ponton Flyer disappointed for a run. She's trying to ease over hills and get into the clear. Now on the outside, Oh Blue Angel coming with her run. Lan Kwai Fong has hit the lead. Ponton Flyer's in the clear, but Lan Kwai Fong's away. Oh Blue Angel and Dan Defy battling along behind her, but Lan Kwai Fong is clear and will win it well. Lan Kwai Fong beat Dan Defy by 2. Ponton Flyer a neck back third. Oh Blue Angel fourth, and then came Dasuba, who finished fairly from Flying Spice, the baggy green, Deltrice, Sophie's Rule, and last Dashing Granada. Wonderful return to the track by Lan Kwai Fong. Number 8, ridden by Karen McAvoy, trained by Peter Hayes, sat on the pace all the way. Great turn of acceleration, and she's won the race well. 8:10 and 2:30 Lan Kwai Fong, 2:10 Dan Defy second, Ponton Flyer third, about $1.70. 8, 2 and 1 official. Great return to the track by this filly, who was pretty unlucky in the Oaks before going out for a break, and in her short career she really has deeply impressed in the couple of preparations that she's had. Went from a Seymour maiden to go out as one of the real chances in the Wakefield and the Oaks, running second in both of those, and she's come back in great order, there's no doubt about that, and she's won it very softly on the line. Good return from Dan Defy, had to come from the back and wide, and Ponton Flight just got held up a little coming up in the early part of the straight, and when she worked into the clear, the bird had flown. Lan Kwai Fong was away.
$1,500. Starter has the button, presses same, they're off. Came away in a good line too, and Bias Bay, one of the best to bounce. Star Varick was away nicely, and Stage Whispers up looking for the lead. Not far away as Royal Integrity, the roughy Tiscatorial wide out, followed by Convincing. Star Varick is beginning to drift back a little there, and the same for Bias Bay. And then Simmering Simon as the Harland has gone up into second posse. Second last is Examine the Books, and immediately Yes Ministers drops to the rear, down to the 1,000 they run, and Stage Whisper shows the way. Bay, 3/4 to a half length on the Highlander. Third is Tiscatorial. Royal Integrity near the rails. Fourth, then Bias Bay, followed by Simmering Simon. A gap convincing. Examine the books. Star Varick second last, and whipping the field in Yes Ministers. This is the order as they go along past the 750, and Stage Whisper leads 3/4 of a length on the Highlander. Third is Tiscatorial. The rails Royal Integrity. Back in fifth posse on the outside. Bias Bay as they pass the 600 from Simmering Simon. Midfield, Examine the books convincing to Yes Ministers, and Star Varick drops out last. They're on the corner, and Stage Whisper kicked away. Royal Integrity goes to second. The Highlanders dropping off. Simmering Simon fourth. The fence from Bias Bay, and then Examine the books down to the 250, and Stage Whisper more than a length on Simmering Simon, going through nearer to the inside. Royal Integrity's battling on, and so too Bias Bay. They close in on Stage Whisper. Royal Integrity hits the front. Simmering Simon going after him. Simmering Simon, Royal Integrity as they hit the line. Simmering Simon and knows Royal Integrity from Stage Whisper, Bias Bay, and Yes Ministers. Examine the books. Star Varick followed home in the field by the Highlander. Convincing was second last, and Tiscatorial last to complete the course. Starter climbs the stand. Presses the button, they're off. Moon Flute was a little slowly into stride. Regal's Strategy and Flittery bounced out in front from Hosanna and Yorkshire Lass, and then a break of a length and a half to Alborough and Silk Vale. Sadler Joe is wider out, and a length further back is Moon Flute. Regal's Strategy has the lead, and down past the 900, out by a length and a quarter now on Flittery. Third is Yorkshire Lass, a length and a half to Hosanna, similar margin to Sadler Joe, and then comes Alborough and Silk Vale, and Moon Flute is last, back about 8 lengths from Regal's Strategy. Working their way along to the 600 marker, and Regal's Strategy 3/4 of a length on Flittery. Yorkshire Lash third. Hosanna one out, one back fourth, and then comes Sadler Joe being hard ridden wider out. Silk Vale's on the rails, and then Alborough, and 2 lengths further off is Moon Flute. They travel around the corner, and Regal's Strategy first for home. 3/4 of a length on Flittery. Yorkshire Lash third, and Hosanna's next, being desperately ridden by Rodney Quinn. Flittery race past Regal's Strategy and coming to the 200. On the outside, Yorkshire Lash is coming after Flittery. Hosanna starting to warm to the task, and Moon Flute likewise. Yorkshire Lash in front. Hosanna's almost got it. Moon Flute down the outside, but Octagonal's daughter Hosanna hits the front, and Hosanna wins again. 2 out of 2. Hosanna from Yorkshire Lash and Moon Flute, followed home by Silk Vale getting to the line nicely. Flittery weakened out of it, followed by Alborough, weakening to second last. Regal Strategy, and last of all was Sadler Joe. Now, again, it looks as though we're just about set for action. Yep, starter's ready. They're off. He jumped pretty well, actually. Was near enough to first out Black Ledger. Oakfield Glow away well with Shine Over, and Fair Enough is hunting up, looking for the lead. And as they travel along to the 1700, and Fair Enough straight across onto the rails to lead 3 lengths Black Ledger and Oakfield Glow. Then Shine Over, Mendelssohn, the fence from Metar, the Druidess next to last, and Absolute has gone yonder. As they race around the first corner, and Fair Enough lopes along in the lead by about a length and 3/4 now on the favourite Black Ledger. Mendelssohn running third, and fourth is Oakfield Glow from Shine Over, gone yonder. Second last is the Druidess, and Metar last of all, 8 or 9 lengths off the lead, occupied by Fair Enough. Down the back of the track and heading in the direction of the 1200 marker, and Fair Enough in front by a length and a quarter on Black Ledger. 3 away third is Mendelssohn, the rider well up in the irons. The grey mare on the outside is Oakfield Glow, followed by Gone Yonder, parked on the inside of Shine Over. Second last in the field is the Druidess, and a neck on her inside is Metar. No change as they race along to the halfway marker at the 950, and Fair Enough in front. 3/4 of a length on Black Ledger. Larry Cassidy sitting right at the quarters of this leader, not letting the leader's rider dictate terms to suit himself. Shane Treweek in third position, 2.5 from the leading pair, Mendelssohn. 2 Oakfield Glow, shaded by Gone Yonder the fence, then Shine Over. The Druidess next to last, and still last of all is Metar with 600 ahead of them. And Fair Enough, the leader from almost the word go. A length and a quarter on Black Ledger, being pushed along by Il Cassidy. 2 lengths to Gone Yonder, passing Mendelssohn, and then Oakfield Glow and the Druidess nearer to the rails, homeward bound, and Fair Enough more than a length on Gone Yonder near to the fence, giving chase now. 2 lengths Mendelssohn, Black Legend not doing enough, and then the Druidess followed by Shine Over, but Gone Yonder right up against the fence, races up to Fair Enough, and Gone Yonder put the head in front of Fair Enough, who's fighting on doggedly. Then Mendelssohn, the Druidess, Gone Yonder the leader. Fair Enough won't raise another effort, and Gone Yonder rewarded for consistency wins it. Gone Yonder from Fair Enough, Mendelssohn and the Druidess, and then Black Ledger. Oh, he might have run his race before they started. Further back was Shine Over, and the last 2 Oakfield Glow and Meter. For the Hudson Freeman Trust Superfecta, Shoemaker moving it around a little. Set, they're off. They jumped in a pretty good line too, and a Helsingborg out quickly, headed immediately by Chief's Treasure. Up there, Air War. Patch Adams trying to get across from the outside. Fearless Dan's improving his ground rather quickly. A couple of lengths to the heavily back Kennett, and then Bond Bird. Shoemaker drifting back. The same for Air War as they settle fully into stride, and then comes Re-Rinker, Tyrolean, and last of all is Asia. They swing the first corner, and the leader Fearless Dan. Patch Adams one off the fence second now, and Chief's Treasure's third. Tempest Morn has run into fourth posse, followed by Shoemaker, inclined to over race a little. Then Helsingborg, Kennett, a horse off the fence from Bond Bird, Air War, Re-Rinker and Asia, and Absolute is Tyrolean. Down to the 600 they go, and Fearless Dan a length and a half on Patch Adams. The fence is Chief's Treasure, deeper still is Shoemaker. Then comes Tempest Morn, Helsingborg, Kennett, a length to Bond Bird, Air War, Re-Rinker, Tyrolean, and Absolute is Asia as they come into the home straight past the 400, and Chief's Treasure went past Fearless Dan. Helsingborg trying to get clear, then Tempest Morn. Patch Adams not running on, and Kennett taken to the extreme outside from Shoemaker. He's starting to warm up now. Kennett, he's coming quickly. Helsingborg after Chief's Treasure, Tempest Morn, but Kennett, he's got them, I'd say. Yeah, this promising quest for fame gelding is too good, and Kennett beat Helsingborg and Tempest Morn, followed by Asia in company with Tyrolean and Shoemaker. Further back on the inside, Air War, and then came Fearless Dan, Chief's Treasure, Patch Adams, and the last 2 Re-Rinker and Bond Bird. Rip On By has drawn the fence. They're off. And the best to begin was Bell Quattro. Montcalm Wolf and Oakfield Prince were away nicely, and La Destina's not far back. Pride Rock up looking for the lead now, and as they settle, Pride Rock straight to the front, opens up about a length Montcalm Wolf, and then Oakfield Prince, La Destina, Rip On By, and further back Bell Quattro caught out pretty wide, followed by Shannon Magic about 3 to Prophet's Kiss, and a length further back the outsider in the race, Kingston Shores. Heading down to the 1,000 marker, and York has Pride Rock loping along in the lead by more than a length at Oakfield Prince. In third position, Montcalm Wolf, then La Destina, Rip On By from Bell Quattro, Shannon Magic, Prophet's Kiss, and the tail ender is Kingston Shores. This is the order coming onto the side at the 800, and Pride Rock about 3/4 of a length over Oakfield Prince, just under 2/3, Montcalm Wolf, Rod Quinn well up on the irons, and then La Destina, 2 Bell Quattro around Rip On By. Prophet's Kiss is next to last over on the rails, Kingston Shores, and the Novocastrian Shannon Magic is back to last. Pride Rock's rider quickening the tempo now, and as they come up to and swing the home corner, Pride Rock booted away by 2 Montcalm Wolf, La Destina, and then Oakfield Prince, who's yielding ground, and Rip On By heads the others from Bell Quattro as they come down to the 200 marker, and Pride Rock shaken along. Montcalm Wolf a length and a half second under the whip, and they're clear of La Destina, but Pride Rock, he's got 100 to go. He's in no danger. Oh, doesn't he love Rosehill Gardens and 1,500? He's racing away from Montcalm Wolf and La Destina, and Pride Rock a mile too good. Pride Rock from Montcalm Wolf and La Destina. Rip On By, Prophet's Kiss has returned in good nick from Oakfield Prince, Shannon Magic, and Bell Quattro and Kingston Shores second last and last respectively.